Because
Assignment?
of some net issue.
Okay, so just let me know when you are going to submit it. Okay. Okay. So in our previous class, I think we have completed this part, sowing, right? We have completed sowing, then
Yes.
we have completed traditional tool and seed drill. We have completed nursery also. Okay, we are just having recapitulation. So just let me know that what all parts we have completed. Then we have learnt about manures. Yes. Okay.
Minus and fertilizer.
Yes, manure and
Yes.
fertilizer. So I had explained you that why we are using this manure and fertilizer. That is for the better growth and development of the plant. Okay, as I said that you require the what is a uh, Horlicks or
Nutrients.
Bonvita. Yes. So like that, essential nutrients for the better growth of the plant. We add the manures and fertilizers, right? So this thing we have
Fertilizer.
learned. Then the next part, um, how manure is prepared. Okay, so manure is an organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plants or animal waste. Farmers dump plant and animal waste in pits at open places and allow it to decompose. The decomposition is caused by some microorganisms. The decomposed matter is used as organic manure. Okay, now this manure, how it is prepared or how it is made. So here we are using the waste
Using
material.
cow dungs and plant remains.
Yes, very good. We are using the cow dung and the plant remains. So here in kitchen also we are having some waste substances or waste things are there. So when you make the vegetable curry or something else, okay, at that time what you are doing, you chop the vegetables. So there are some waste things are there. So instead of throwing it in the dustbin or in the garbage, you can use it to make the manure. Okay, so this is the organic substance, okay, which is very healthy for the plants. So here you can see the manuring process. Okay, so in the manuring process, there it is a cow which is having the cow dung. Okay, here we are having a picture of something. What it is? Can you tell me?
The earthworms.
Yes, these are the earthworms. So,
Earthworm.
yes. So I have said something related to earthworm. That is, these are the friends of farmer. Okay. Why we say that it is a friend of farmer?
Sir, because they help to
Yeah.
because they help to improve
Yes.
because they help to improve the soil texture
Yes.
and to make the soil nutrient
Yes. Very good.
tackle the soil a lot.
Yes. Yes. Very
They
good.
help
Okay.
they
So
help
yeah, they help.
they help to penetrate the roots into deep into the soil.
Yes, correct, but it doesn't penetrate the root, it penetrates the soil. Okay, that's correct. So it penetrates the soil such that the roots can go deeper and deeper. Okay, so it is very helpful. So over here you can see the cow dung is mixed with the vegetable waste or the plant waste, then it will give us the organic manure. So in that organic manure, we are adding the this one, that is earthworm. So they help in the decomposition. Okay, it decomposes the matter so that we will get the manure. So over here, organic compost, recyclable papers. Okay, so the papers which we can't recycle anymore. Now see, we are having the newspaper. That newspaper we have used for something, that is for cleaning or making the paper bags or as a wrapping paper. After that, instead of throwing it in the garbage, we can use it in the organic compost. Then the food waste. So when we prepare the curry or vegetable soup or anything that is for the lunch, dinner, and breakfast, at that time we are having so many waste. So instead of throwing that, you can add it in the compost. Then the yard waste. Now, if you are having the garden, in the garden there are some dry leaves, okay, which fall off, okay, or you just cut off some of the plants or some part of the plant, okay, instead of throwing it, you can use it in the compost. So this is regarding the manure. Now the next thing, take mung or gram seeds and germinate them. Select three equal size seedlings of this. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to take mung seed or gram seed. So gram seed, it is easily available. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to germinate them. Okay. So what is germination? A seed which is having root and shoot. Okay, shoot means the leaves are there and the root is coming out. Okay, now you have to choose three seeds. Okay, that is three seedlings, and you have to plant it. So see here. Now take three empty glasses or similar vessels, mark them as A, B, and C. So see here, there are two children. What they are doing, they have the three cups over there. Okay. So in these three cups, they have taken three seedlings of gram seeds. Okay, and they have marked them as A, B, and C. Okay. Now, take glass A, add little amount of soil mixed with a little cow dung manure. Now, in this cup A, okay, in cup A, what you have to do? You have to mix small amount of soil in that plant the seedling. So here you can see the plant is there, that is seedling, and you have to add the cow dung. Okay, then the next case, in glass B, put the same amount of soil mixed with a little urea. Now take cup B. In cup B, you have to take some amount of soil, and in spite of adding manure, you have to add urea. Okay. Then third one, in glass C, take the same amount of soil without adding anything. Now see here, we have taken cup C, in that we have taken only the soil, but we have not added either manure or urea. Okay, so this is a simple activity. In this activity, what we have done, we have taken uh, three cups, we have marked them as A, B, and C. In all the three cups, we have taken same amount of the soil. Okay, same amount. It should not be more or less. Then in cup A, we have added manure. In cup B, we have added urea, and in cup C, we have not added anything. Now A, B, C, they are having the seedlings of gram. Okay. Now we have to pour some amount of same amount of water in each glass and plant the seedlings in them. So every day you have to pour same amount of water. Okay, then keep them in a safe place and water them daily. After 7 to 10 days, observe their growth. Now what you have to do, you have to water the plants daily, and you have to keep them in a safe place such that no animals should attack on it, and it should not have any problem. Okay, it should not fall off. Okay, then after 7 to 10 days, you have to observe their growth. Now let us see what will happen to their growth. Your first question is, did all the plants in the glasses grow at the same pace? Now do you think all the,
No.
yes, they will not grow at the same pace. Okay, they will not grow. So which glass show better growth of plants? Obviously, glass A. In which glass was the growth was fastest? Obviously, in glass A.
A.
Here it is mentioned glass A and glass A. Now, can you tell me why there is a better growth in glass A and why it was fastest in glass A?
Because it had cow dung.
Yes, it was having the cow dung, that is the manure. Okay. Now, next thing is fertilizers. Okay. So glass A shows the better growth than glass B and glass C. Okay. So this is your answer. Now, fertilizers are chemical substances which are rich in particular nutrient. How are these different from manure? Now, what is manure? Manure is the organic substance. Okay, manure, it is the organic substance which is obtained from the nature. Okay, means we are using the natural materials to compost. Okay, but fertilizers, these are the inorganic substances. Means here we are using the chemicals. Okay, it is also the nutrient, it is also the nutrient which is used for the uh, better growth of the plant. Then how these fertilizers are different from manure, that we are going to learn. Fertilizers are produced in factories. Okay, fertilizers, they are produced in the factories. Some examples of fertilizers are urea, ammonium sulfate, super phosphate, potash, NPK. N means nitrogen, P means phosphorus, K means potassium. Okay, so this is what these are the symbols. Okay, NPK, what is written over here, no? These are the symbols of nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Now you might be wondering, here it is starting from P and here it is written K. It is the symbol which is given. We are going to learn about this in ninth standard. Okay. So nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Now here we are having some picture. So you can see here these all are the fertilizers. Okay, so these all fertilizers we are using for the growth of the plant. It is acting as a nutrition. So nitrogen, it is the green foliage, then phosphorus, that is for strong roots, and the potassium, it is used for the healthy growth. Okay, so this is the thing. Next, the use of fertilizer has helped farmers to get better yield of crops such as wheat, paddy, and maize, but excessive use of fertilizer has made the soil less fertile. Now, see, when we are using fertilizer, it helps the farmer for the better yield of crops. Okay, when we use a fertilizer, we get the crops. That is good thing. But if we are using more and more of fertilizer, it makes the soil less fertile. We are not supposed to use more amount of fertilizer. Why? Because soil loses its fertility. Means you cannot produce more crops. Fertilizers have also become a source of water pollution. Therefore, in order to maintain the fertility of the soil, we have to substitute fertilizers by organic manure or leave the field uncultivated, that is fallow in between two crops. Now see, fertilizers, they are the reason for the water pollution. Why they are the reason for water pollution? Because it contains the chemical. Okay, so when chemical it is mixed with water, it creates the water pollution. So we are using this fertilizer and it is become a source of water pollution. So in order to maintain soil fertility, now the soil, it should be fertile. We should grow more and more crops. So at that time, what we have to do? We have to substitute the fertilizer by manure. Means if this year, okay, if you are using the fertilizer, next year you can use manure. Okay, so like that you have to change it, or else you can uncultivate the crops. Okay, so you have to uncultivate the in between the crops, that is you have to leave the land uncultivated. Now, the use of manure improves soil texture as well as its water retaining capacity. It replenishes the soil with all the nutrients. Okay. Now, this manure, it improves the soil texture. Okay, it helps to improve the soil texture, and it is having the water retaining capacity. Means it holds the water for long period of time. Okay, it holds the water such that the plants can utilize that water. It replenishes the soil with all the nutrients. Means it helps the soil to regain all the nutrients, to get all the nutrients with the help of manure. Another method of replenishing the soil with nutrients is through crop rotation. Now we are having one more method to replenish, means to regain the nutrients in the soil. How we can do this? By the crop rotation. This can be done by growing different crops alternately. Uh, Earlier, farmer in northern India used to grow legumes as a fodder in one season and wheat in the next season. This helped in the replenishment of the soil with nitrogen. Now, in North India, okay, the farmers in one season they grow the legumes as a fodder. Fodder means the food for the animals. Okay, fodder means the food for the animals. Then in one season they used to grow legumes. In the next season they used to grow the wheat. Okay, so by this way, what happened? There is the regain of the nutrients in the soil. So here the soil gets more and more amount of nitrogen. So here what we can do, we have to grow the crops alternatively. If this year if you are growing sugarcane, next year grow another crop like potato or tomato, then go for the next one. Okay, so you can alternate the crop. So by this way, there will be the nutrients in the soil and that can be utilized by the plants. Rhizobium bacteria are the nitrogen fixers which are present in the nodules of the roots of leguminous plants. They fix atmospheric nitrogen. See here, there is a name of a bacteria called as rhizobium. Okay, rhizobium, it is a bacteria which fixes the nitrogen. It is a good bacteria. Okay, it fixes the nitrogen from the atmosphere in the roots of the leguminous plant. Okay, there is a plant called as leguminous. In the root of leguminous plant, this nitrogen is fixed by the rhizobium bacteria. Okay, now this nodules means knot. Okay, K-N-O-T, knot. Okay, so you tie the laces of your shoe. Okay, so you tie a knot. So like that, knots are there. Okay, so that is no present in the leguminous plant. Now, advantages of manure. Why manure is very helpful, or what is the importance of it? So, advantages, let us see. The organic manure is considered better than fertilizer. This is because, okay. Now, why manure is very better or very helpful than the fertilizer? So this is because it enhances the water holding capacity of the soil. Manure, it has the tendency to hold the water. Okay. Then it makes the soil porous due to which exchange of gases become easily. Manure, it makes the soil porous, means it makes the hole in the soil such that the gases are exchanged. Okay, gases are exchanged a bit in the soil. Then it increases the number of friendly microbes. See, there are some good bacteria are there, some good animals are there in the soil. Okay, so if we add manure, then what will happen? The microorganisms, good microorganisms will not die. If we add chemicals, then what will happen? Good microorganisms will die. For example, rhizobium. If we add fertilizer, there are the chances that rhizobium may die. But if we add manure, then these microorganisms will not die and they help in the growth of the plant. Then fourth point, manure improves the texture of the soil. Okay, so the texture of the soil, it is improved by whom? That is manure. So because of this, the manure is the best than the or better than the fertilizer. Now let us see the difference between fertilizer and manure. First thing, a fertilizer is an organic salt. Okay, fertilizer, it is the inorganic salt or inorganic compound, whereas manure, it is the natural substance obtained by the decomposition of cattle dung, human waste and plant residues. So manure, it is the organic compound or organic substance which is prepared by what? By the human waste, cattle dung and the plant residue. Second point, fertilizers are prepared in factories. You cannot prepare it in home. Okay. Whereas manure, you can prepare it in field. Okay. If you are having the field, so beside your field, you can prepare the manure. Then a fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil. Okay. So humus, it is not provided by the fertilizer, whereas humus is provided by the manure. Okay. Then, fourth point, fertilizers are rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, that is NPK. So, fertilizers are rich in NPK, whereas manure is less rich in NPK. In manure, you don't find NPK much. Okay, so this is the thing. If you do have any doubts, just let me know. Yes, anyone
No.
who is, if you have any doubt, just let me know. I will help you with that. And I hope you have completed your assignment. Just submit it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Most of you have submitted it very good, but there are some students are there, those are not submitted. So submit it as soon as possible. Okay. Okay. So you can leave the class.